Well, I decided I'm going to port this Mac. Runs great. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It has plenty of power, but it's cheap, easy saw to find, and it'll be fun to do. I'm going to, I already started taking it apart, but I'm going to definitely fix the exhaust port up. If you can see it. See that awful casting mark? There you go. Look at that. That's how it come from the factory. Ain't that awful? But look into the top of the port. Look at that. I don't know if they're all like this or not. But you can see a big lip in there too, right up on the edge of the top of the piston. See if I can turn this over for you. Huge exhaust port. Pretty clean in there. It's got a little bit of scars or whatever you want to call it. But you can see the top of the transfers too. Figured I'd show you guys this before so you can get a nice comparison before and after. The casting on these just looks awful. You see that? Oh, them little cracks in there. Looks awful. I hope they ain't cracks. I hope they're just... Yeah, anyway. This plate right here goes on here. And the exhaust usually comes out right here on the side, right below this screw. We're going to make a pipe for this. Let's see if I can set this on there and it'll stay. Help if I put it on the right way. That's how that plate mounts on here. I'm making a pipe for this. See, there's the port. Pipe's gonna come out the bottom of the case right there and hug this all the way up. I'm gonna put a turn down on it right here. So we're just gonna cut a hole right there. Bring the exhaust out. And it'll mount right up under the saw just like so. I started making the pipe already before I decided to port it. I should have showed you guys how I did this. This is going to be reduced down. And then I got to make some kind of a bend and piece to mount to the port itself. But that's where I'm starting. I'm going to get this thing the rest of the way apart. So that way I can clean this exhaust port up, because man, it looks awful. Look at that. I don't know if we're going to mess with the transfers or not. Definitely going to play with the intake a little bit on this saw. Not much though. Take a look at the intake. See how the casting is off? It's about a 1/16 of an inch higher on one side than it is the other. We're gonna fix that. And that. A giant lip. That is god awful. Fix that mess. It all looks horrible. Take a big lip out of there. Well, so far, this is what I've done to the intake. Looks rough. But I'm still a little bit of a rookie. Got all this big casting marks took out of it. Didn't change the timing though, because those casting marks was in about 1/8 of an inch from the edge on the inside of the cylinder. And this is what the exhaust looks like now. I'm gonna polish it when I get to that point. But it's way bigger than it was. I didn't raise it any, didn't lower it any, didn't widen it any. Just took all the stuff out of the middle there and brought it up to match where the gasket goes. And we're making a pipe for this also. I'm going to make the pipe to match the actual port size. I haven't decided if I want to do anything to the transfers or not. I thought about channeling them on down to the bottom of the cylinder there, but just very skinny. I'm not sure if it would be helpful or not, honestly. Since the piston itself is windowed, all that pressure is going to be pushing out the crankcase up through the piston into the transfers into the combustion chamber anyway. So I'm not sure if that's really going to do much or not. If anything, it might cut down on, I guess, some of the drag it's created by the airflow. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. But we'll find out. This is part 1 of the video. I'm going to make part 2 probably on the transfers and maybe doing a little bit of work on the piston. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to be painting this thing up to look like a Johnson red too. It's going to be fun. It's going to look sweet too. I know somebody that makes some stickers. Thanks for watching. See you on the part 2.